Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Springian this here, and today I'm going to continue playing some more of the Outer Worlds. Well, I'm probably gonna go and find the third volume book later. So I'm gonna go return to that Die Robot mission guy, and after that, I'm gonna go talk to Reed about, the plague and such, and to convince him to leave town. Let's go. So I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go do these two later. I'm gonna have to go these two later. Turn the Ludwig, so yeah. Gonna have to do these later. So for now, it's time to convince these people. Come on, where's the region? There it is. Most worst. Oh, look at these. It's not the worst unless it's worst worst. Is that a pig? It is a pig! You're eating pig! This lady is eating nice pig. I want some nice pig. Give me some pig. Ah. Yeah, I'll never know. Also, yeah, it's not the worst. Ha! Get it? Worst. If that is supposed to, if the pig is basically a worst, then they remove the O with a U. Get it? Nice pun. Nice pun right there. It is indeed a nice pun, I'm not gonna lie. Just gotta go through this loading screen. As good as this game is, I guess my one problem with this game is the fact of these constant loading screens. It's these goddamn loading screens that are just the worst. It's just the worst. There we go, finally I'm outside.
Never seen the Veil lit up like this before.
It's good to light it up.
Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform.
Indeed.
So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical...
Yep, it's a victory indeed.
I would reward you with the gratitude of the resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple bits for your trouble. And a little something to remember.
Oh, yes. Take care, bro. So what did I get? Shock stick. Yes, I got a stick. Got a stick. See, I got myself a stick. It's a good stick. Alright. So I'm gonna go back to Edgewater and let me see. So yeah, I'm gonna go talk to this guy then. Time for me to go talk to this guy. Maybe convince him to leave town. Find the cure. That's all it is, really. Just find the cure. And of course I gotta go through this goddamn loading screen. Of course. Just like that. It's always a loading screens. It's always a goddamn loading screens. I gotta admit though, this small little house, it looks nice. It looks nice indeed. Spacer's Choice, Taste of Freedom. Mm-hmm. Alright, come on. Loading screen. Come on, loading screen. Come on, loading screens. There we go. Okay, bro. It's time for you and talk. It's time for me and you to have this talk. I'm ready for the talk. I'm ready for the talk. So yeah, it's time for the talk. But not about, not a sexual talk, just, you know, a talk about your position of power. Nothing sexual. Don't even think about sexual stuff. Okay, but, you know, maybe me and Parvati, you know, maybe someday we're gonna get married and such. Alright.
I appreciate what you've done for us. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Have you taken a look around your town lately?
It is my job to keep two eyes on my town. I am the steward of this place, and this is my
Interesting.
watchpost.
How long have you worked here?
I'm trying to remember 25 years, 26. When you get to my age, the years just rush by. You stop counting altogether. I remember looking out this window and seeing the veils spread out from horizon to horizon. We were a sprawling town. We were booming.
And I take it this plague have happened?
People change, but the veil will always be here. Spacer's Choice will always be here. Our work won't ever end. I take comfort in that.
Your town is falling in... You're loyal to Spacer's Choice?
This is a Spacer's Choice town. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Right, yeah, Spacer's Choice, the one with that Moon Man!
Keeps us fed.
Moon Man guy!
Keeps us working. Loyalty's got nothing to do with it, friend. This is good old-fashioned gratitude.
Your town is falling to pieces.
I wish you wouldn't say things.
Oh, I'm sorry, I hope I not... You disagree?
Yes, as a matter of fact. When I stand at my window and look out over my town, here's what I see. I see decent, loyal, hard-working people. I see a
Yeah, but people are...
We are all
I got
part
the
of
power
Spacer's
back, but
Choice
still.
family. We are all
There's like a
doing what we
plague
were brought into this
undergoing.
world to do.
Let me ask you something else.
Go ahead.
What makes you think I can convince these deserters to come back?
That you are not one of us may work to your advantage. Adelaide and her folk loathe the people of Edgewater, you see. I admit the fault was mine. I'm about as diplomatic as a bristling canid. I just hope Adelaide and her folk will see their way past my flaws and return to town.
Don't blame yourself.
I must. The burden of leadership is responsibility.
Well, if you
If
can't
my
lead,
workers walk out
then,
on
well,
Edgewater,
hold on,
then
let's
I
finish.
will
As
take
soon as I'm done asking you some questions, I might probably...
We have lost
I
even
don't
more
know.
to plague, but it is why we must square our shoulders and carry on. Losing Adelaide was the hardest. She was our only flavor specialist. When she walked away, I knew we were in trouble. Spacer's Choice Saltuna is renowned across the system for its quality flavors and additives. We used to sell citrus-flavored Saltuna in our heyday.
I think
Ever since
I
Adelaide left,
heard
we
this
have been
conversation
reduced
before.
to
Probably
simple
not.
unflavored
I didn't ask
and
this guy
sweet.
anything.
Go ahead. Adelaide was our only flavor.
Oh, right, yeah.
We are a Saltuna candy.
Oh, right, never mind.
Saltuna without flavor is like a cysty pig without tumors, borderline inedible.
Don't you people eat anything other than Saltuna?
Were it up to me, friend, I'd stack our larders with Saltuna galore. No other brand of Saltuna adds as much vim or vigor to the body's humors. But, and this is something we must keep between the two of us, Saltuna is hard to come by, what with being a species indigenous to the seas of another world.
Alright then, hang on. So what are you canning here exactly? Yeah, what are you canning here?
Oh, we've scavenged together some organic material from the surrounding environs. Mostly organic, Mostly
Local mushrooms? Oh, okay then.
Some of which
Yes,
possess a
if
texture
you're
akin
if
to
you're
the
canning
or
meat
smell
of dead
sulfur.
people,
The
you're either a
difference
cannibal,
often
you're a
is
cannibalistic
opposite
bastard then.
to any but the
You know what?
prettiest of palates.
Adelaide is right, you need to be replaced.
Go ahead.
Okay, we need to have a word about this plague.
Can we not? Talking about unpleasant things always gets my bile up.
You withhold medicine from your own workers.
If I had enough medicine to treat everyone who fell sick, I would, but I don't. I can't save everyone. So I have to choose.
You let Adelaide's son die.
Adelaide's son was barely competent. I treat him with our medical rations, and it looks like I'm playing favorites. Now, I will not pretend to understand the suffering Adelaide must have felt on account of losing her child, but she is not the only one to have felt such suffering. I wish she had stayed with us. Adelaide left us when we needed her most.
How long has this plague been happening?
That I cannot say.
If you don't know
There was
anything,
no
then that
end when
means...
the plagues began. Disease
That means you're
always
hiding
lurks on the
something.
fringes of
I don't trust
society,
that face.
waiting
Look
to
at this
attack
face.
the idle and the lethargic. But in the last
10 years?
plagues have become progressively worse and increasingly frequent.
You should have developed an immunity after repeated exposure to a single strain of...
Corporate doesn't like us using the word should. It encourages the imagination. I believe plague is a test. It is a test of our loyalty and our fortitude. And it is one we will see through to the end.
Through to the end, eh?
Go ahead.
Never mind then, I should go.
I appreciate what you've done.
Alright, I spoke to Adelaide. She won't come back so long as you're here.
Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes. But I have done my best for this town.
A change in leadership might be what this town needs.
I am a Spacer's choice man. My father was a Spacer's choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer. But it is my home.
I guess, maybe. Adelaide's people are getting sick with plague.
I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
This town doesn't need anything but salt tuna. Of course they're going to get sick. Wait, have you people ever eaten actual vegetable?
The very notion is just grotesque. A raw vegetable? Why don't you just ask me to go chew the bark off of a tree? We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat saltuna here.
But it's best to eat different foods.
I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food.
Oh, it is possible. I saw with my own eyes.
The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanists couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of them and shut down the greenhouse.
Adelaide's found a way to grow food. She'll come back if you step down.
You'll excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren...
Oh, that's easy. I know how she did. Oh. She's growing her crops with a special fertilizer.
And when you say special fertilizer, you mean what exactly?
Can I think of a lie? Corpses, mostly human.
Adelaide has been using dead bodies in her fertilizer? That's... Come to think of it, that's a stroke.
Oh yeah, that's very brilliant!
What a remarkably efficient solution. Recycling Spacer's Choice property long after its expiration. I was wondering about those missing bodies in Silas.
Hey, everything's worked out, right? I'm not...
You're right, I am
And
being
oh,
obstinate.
thank goodness.
If the best thing I can do for this town is to stand down, then
There,
stand
problem solved! Problem
Adelaide found a
solved!
way to feed her people and cure the plague. And she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand
The
another.
problem has been solved!
My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
You don't have to do this, you know. No, what are your plans?
A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them.
Why not?
No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement.
You won't last a day outside the walls, you know. You don't have to do this, you know.
I do. Adelaide's found a cure for the plague, and she knows how to tend to crop.
You could just be a resident here, I think. This can't be easy for you.
I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy.
Take care. Alright, Adelaide, mission success! All these people can come back, and this town is gonna live happily ever after! With good food and a cure. Okay, so let me go fast travel. Return to Adelaide. Alright, region. Gonna come back to this place. And yep, fast travel just like that. Woo! I don't need to fight anybody. Remember, I'm not a violent man. I only fight if it's necessary, and if animals and marauders and robots dare try to fucking kill me. But with people, no. I negotiate. I negotiate people just like that. I negotiate people. I convince people that they know what to do and to make the right decision. And I'm sure Adelaide, with her growing vegetables and with the cure, everything will be fine. Everything will be fine indeed. The medicine, I gave that to the old man. But with everybody else, everybody will be happy. Everybody will be happy. And that's how it goes. It's how it goes. It's how it goes. It's how it goes. To make the entire space and every single planets, make the planets, make the galaxy into a better place than ever before. Okay, Adelaide, where are you? Adelaide? Adelaide? Oh, there's the entrance. Okay, lady, you can come back now.
Look at that. The snake's come back.
I talked Reed into leaving. Come back to Edgewater.
I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we
Indeed, it's
may.
for the better.
You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the
Yep.
other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward.
Edgewater's better off with you running the place. I made a mess of things. Guess I'm just trying to set it right.
This don't put us on even footing, you understand. But it is
A
a
start indeed.
I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Take care. Alright, leveled up. It's time to go check. Okay, yeah, increase melee. And, 2 times. Then dialogue. Then stealth. Now everything's even. Everything's even. Okay, let me see what perk. So the world. Yeah, sure, I'll take that. How about you, Parvati? No, she got nothing. Alright. So what now? Journal. Stranger retrieved the power regulator. What? Oh, right, yeah, power regulator, right. Alright, got the thing! I got the damn thing! So yeah, return to the unreliable. The unreliable? What kind of ship name is that? Alright, yeah, my ship, the unreliable. I feel like I should give it a better name! Anyways, yeah. Anyways, yeah. I'm gonna need to figure out about grave matter and yeah, I'm gonna need to figure out about grave matter and Frighten Engineer. But anyways, yeah, let me just go save right here. And then I'm just gonna go cut off right here. That's gonna be it for today's video. Be sure to rate, comment, subscribe with notification bell, and I'll be seeing you guys on the next video.